Gadget Man here, and welcome back to part 3 of our construction paper rocket build. Today we're going to be making the bulkheads and then gluing the bulkheads on those motor tubes that we made on the last episode. Anyway, I hope you were very successful in assembling those motor tubes. In today's episode, you're going to need to be very accurate about the diameter of the bulkheads you're going to be making today. That is crucial. Otherwise, well, you know what I mean? If they come out a little oversized, they could be sanded down, but it's no fun. If they're undersized, then it'll be too loose to do any good. So this will be a real test of your accuracy and your building skills. And here is the drawing to go by today. Yeah, you could pause and you could print these out if you like. Okay, without further ado, let's get on with the building. Okay, now we need to get one of these yellow pieces of paper. We're going to do a little laminating to make a multi-layered paper. And I think what you need... Okay, let's make it 5 inches. This will make sure you can get them all in there. This measurement don't have to be perfect. We're just making a piece of paper. Just take that sheet off all the way across. Okay, just like that. Is that a new pencil? Let's use the original one. Okay, like that. Got a sharp point on that this time. Sometimes it's better when you're drawing that line on there is to push the pencil out off the edge first, then start here and go off the edge all the way to the back like that. That way it won't booger up the end of the paper. Okay, we already know about this trick. Okay, just like that. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna cut this paper. Just to show this to you again, this is a method of accurately cutting paper, although it's unnecessary on this part. Let's see if I can do this where you could see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you do 12, it'll just come right off. You don't want to go too far, then you'll lose an accurate measurement. Okay, it's kind of hard to do this because I'm left-handed. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not pressing very much on there. It's just let the sandpaper do the work. It's the 80 grit sandpaper. Okay, now that'll come right off just like that. Okay, now what you want to do is fold this in half. Okay. A trick to folding perfectly in half is look at this corner up here. Like that. Match the corners. Put your finger right on top of that. Then look at that down here at the other side and then roll it so it's as good as it's going to get over there. Then you go like this off the center, towards the center. Then like this. When you do this, don't go inward. Go pull your hand outward like this. That'll keep any bad accidents from happening. Okay, we've got this. Oh, let's see. You know what? I'm not going to be needing any more paper. I don't think. So, okay, let's see if I can get the glue out of this bottle. Put a good amount of glue on there. Looks like the glue is kind of cruddy in this bottle. Thought I'd give this Gorilla Glue a little bit of a try. Okay, gotta get enough glue on there. Don't overdo it, but don't underdo it. If you underdo it, then you won't make a good laminate. Okay, let's see if that's enough. Yeah, I'm gonna trade glue. Okay, so here we go with the gluer. Gotta show you how to make one of those. I'm gonna go not quite off the edge. Okay, got to try and make this as even as possible. Now it's kind of warm today, so I got to be fast about this. Like this, make it even. Come back over here, get more glue on there. Boy, I'll tell you what. Let's get more glue on this side. Okay, now I'm going to go off the edges. That, I can tell it's drying pretty quick. Okay, quickly fold that over before it dries. Now I can get rid of that. I didn't get any glue on that, so I could use that. Okay, and I can take this burnishing block. I always start from the center and pull out the edge. If you sit there and go like this, you'll eventually catch that and then completely destroy it. Then you'll have to start all over again. I'm just like making the glue even under there. Okay, just like that. Okay. All right. Now, what you have to do, let's see, I'm going to take this original paper, that was from last time, clean the glue off. You need to do that often, otherwise it'll be all lumpy and it won't. Alright, now, what you do is you take a book, or a flat surface, get a book you don't like because it might warp the book, just put it in there, like that. And then you wait, oh, what the heck, you could wait a day, or wait overnight or something. When it fully dries, it'll be as flat as it's possibly gonna be. So, like magic, nope, that wasn't a day. I already made this piece yesterday. It's pretty good, it's all ready to go. Okay, let's see what we got here on our drawings. Let's see what we got here. Now what you can do, if those were measured accurately on the drawing, well, what you do is you make one of these on a scrap piece of paper and you just go ahead and do one just for the sake of a measurement. Okay, what do we got on here? You look at your drawing, what is it? Where is it? What's the radius? What is this? I didn't, okay, 732. So, 732, so 0, 7, 3, 2. Now that's what I came up with to make the bulkhead fit the best in there. Okay, so now I'm gonna do this. Push down a little bit. Rock it a little bit. Now you could see, I don't know if you could see that on there, but you got 2 dots on here. So now you take your compass. See if I could do this without getting my own hand in the way. That way you guys can see it. Okay, I'm going to put that needle part in there. Then I'm going to adjust this. You can note how I'm doing this test. Okay, a little bit more. Be as accurate as you can. Okay. You know what? I'm going to start over on there. I don't like that tip. I'm going to sharpen. That's it. Get lead all over the place. Okay, let's see where I'm at. Just, okay, it needs to be a little bit smaller. A little bit bigger. Look at that, just right. Okay. Okay, that line is going right down the middle of that other mark I made on there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and lay out all the outside diameter of that circle. And we need 6 of them. See if we could get that to fit on this sheet. That's why the new one I made it a little bit bigger. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's gonna be tight. Get it in there tight as possible. Okay. Okay. a little shaky when you're nervous and you're sitting in a horrible position. Let's see. Okay, there's 4. Good, I need 2 more. Piece of cake. Made it, no problem, man. Coordination. Okay, next measurement. Do the same thing. Okay, we need 330 radius, so come back here and set that at 0.330. Okay, make sure you get that little screw tight so it won't move on you. Okay, take a scrap piece of paper, make a couple of marks like that. I don't know if you could see those marks. Okay, set the compass for that. My good, oh my good. Almost the first time. Right down the middle of that line, see? Now, come back and put that point right back in the same hole. And we're going to make the inside diameter. That's so the motor, this is the hole that'll be made for the motor tube. Should fit through there. You don't want to make it fit through here tightly, because then it will make the bulkheads warp really bad and you can't fix them. How do I know that? Yeah, experience. I'm going to let you guys know. That's something you don't want to do. Okay, now there's a special bulkhead that we will be making more or less next time. Let's see, I could just use the drawing here. I don't know if there's a roughly it's just, you know, in between that and that line, right in the middle of that. Okay, and you only need this on one of them. This will be for the flame arrestor. Let's make a light line on there. Probably won't even cut that out today. And there you go, nice and laid out. Now we get the displeasure of cutting them out. There's the X-Acto blade. And we're gonna cut 4 of these out. You know what? Take a pair of scissors, make things easier, and just cut. Just get them started. Like that. Make it a little easier. Okay. Okay, this I'm gonna leave for later. Tomorrow, not tomorrow, but the next time. Now we gotta cut these out. Okay. There is something that I made that helps cut these out. That I don't have one of those right now. It's like a round piece of cardboard or square. Now again, like I said before, you want to try and cut right down the center of that line, but try not to cross the line towards the inside. It's better to cross it too big, you know, then you can sand it down. If you make it too small, you can't make it bigger. Just have to make a new one. We don't want to be doing rework. Rework kind of blows. I'm going a little fast, so it's a little bit sloppy. Okay, there's one. Sort of, yeah. Okay, a little bit of crud there I'm going to cut off. Next. A little time consuming. Gotta have a little patience. Put a little bit of music on. If I put music on here that's not mine, they'll just like get you in trouble or something, you know. I don't think that's right. To me, that'd be like free advertisement. Oh, who's playing? Get music playing. That'll make people buy more albums. Instead, they're just sue crazy. Oh yeah, you put my music on. I'm gonna shut you down. We're gonna sue you for copyright infringements. All kinds of fun stuff. Okay, come on. One thing is for sure, like you see me doing, I'm in a hurry because we gotta make this so the battery don't go dead before I'm done with this video. Let's see. God, there's always some crud left over. Okay. Whew. 2 more to go. 3 more to go? No, 2 more to go. Okay, can't count either. Okay. Could use a pair of scissors, but I'm doing it like this because this is more accurate, I think. It's a lot slower, but accuracy is what you're after, and making these bulkheads really accurate is real important. Otherwise, if you don't do it right, you'll be sorry later. You'll be having a mess, and it's just like, oh God, now what do I do? Just start all over again? As you can see, I went too big on that side, but that's what the sandpaper's for, and we'll do a quick sizing. Okay. Oh God. Okay, is that it? Yeah. It's hard to get the angle right with this camera. I'm left-handed, so that's the problem. If I was right-handed, like normal people, I could use the other hands and you go, oh, I could see it now. So that's what my problem is right now. Right down the middle of that line. Okay. A little bit hard to cut up to the edge of that chute. Let's get the light back on the line so you can see if you're doing it right or not. Ooh, there's a perfect cut. Right down the center of that pencil line is what you're after. There's another handy tool that you could get. It's like these magnifiers, that like a headset or something. You just put it on your head, and it's got these 2 magnifying glasses on there, and that'll allow you really to get in close. Okay, now gotta cut the center out. Boy, if I had one of those, let's see. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna make one of those things right now. Okay. This is gonna be a real sloppy one, but you can make real neat ones. Let's see. I wonder if I can cut that with scissors. It doesn't have to be pretty. Okay. 1. Just eyeball these. Okay. 2. You know what? Let's use a knife. Here's a knife. Now that's a knife. Alright. 1, 2. Just eyeball this sucker. Yeah. There, good old trusty knife. You keep it sharp, you got something. Okay. Now, what do I want to do here? Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to make it. Okay. This don't have to look pretty. You can make a real good one if you want, but I got the video going here, and see if I can cut my hand open doing this. Okay, one of these you're going to have a... Make it sloppy. It doesn't matter. This is only a tool. Look at that. I didn't even cut a hole in my hand doing it. Okay, now we're going to just glue a bunch of these together. Okay, bottom one, I'll just make the biggest one the bottom one. Gotta apply some serious pressure on this dumb glue. Yeah, I think the Gorilla Glue is great, but it seems to go bad fast. Okay, like that. Ugh. It's almost like it's dry in there or something. That's what you get for not using it. Once you open it, it's like a package of bologna. You open it up, and if you don't eat it, it'll go bad. So will this glue. Okay, I don't care about this part of it because it's no big deal. Okay. We're only gonna be gluing junk together here. Yep. Okay. I don't know how long it's gonna take that to dry, but by the time I throw this away, bye. I don't like. I tried it. I thought, oh, I got this glue. Okay, I'm going to use this glue from now on. The good old, make sure that that's clear so you won't get hung up. Okay, that might be dry enough for me to continue here. I could even cut a hole, that next hole down there deeper, but trust me, it'll go down by itself. Here's a cool little trick. Okay, what you do is you put this close to an edge, like this edge right here. That line is what you're going to cut. You could actually do a little trick here. There you go. That way you know where to put this. Like that. Okay, now, like a little scroll saw, straight up and down. Okay. And you saw this up and down. Okay, right down the middle of that line. Okay, like that. Go about 1/4 of an inch at a time. And see how that is in here? Take your finger off, rotate it a little bit. You could feel the edge there. Put your finger back down. Go another 1/4 inch, lift it up, turn it. You're just rotating it. Just a little trick there. I'm doing pretty good with this down the center of the line. The better you make this cut, the less you're going to have to do. And it's making these bulkheads is a little slow. But you want to be accurate. After all, you're scratch building this model from nothing. Nothing but sheets of paper. In the real world, airplanes and rockets and fuel tanks or whatever, they're made from nothing too. They just take a sheet of aluminum and then they end up open up something different. Okay, anyway. Let's get back to this thing. These all should fit on there okay. Okay, like that. Alright, now come back to our handy dandy drawing. Turn it over, right side up. Let's see, where's the lid to this? This always makes me nervous. There it is. If you don't put that on there, it's laying there, you're liable to just put your hand on there. And that will not be so fun. Okay, ruler. Okay, what do we have down here at the bottom? Which side's going to be the bottom? I'm going to put this to the top because that's making this heavier right there on that spot. So we want more weight towards the front. the top part of the rocket, because when you put the motor and the fins and all that on there, it's going to be tail heavy. Okay, so we have 1 inch there. It's funny, that ruler that's on here is really off, so never use that ruler. Okay, and these are right on the money. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Okay, here's a trick. We got our 1 inch mark. Now, what we need, take a scrap paper, and here's the real clean edge on there, just like that. Okay, and what I'm going to do is roll that on here and make it line up perfectly, like right here. Not crooked, not anything, but just right. Okay, like that. Pinch it, hold it. Put a dot of glue here to hold it. That's all you need, because you're going to take that off anyway. Alright, that's the right way to do that. Okay, now what I'm going to do is bring this up to that 1 inch mark. Okay, make sure you see the whole pencil there. If you put this and cover it, then it'll end up short. Remember, like before, like we learned, just like this. Okay, using a sharp pencil. Okay. Well, at least we're almost done with today's stuff. Okay, there's that. Now, the next measurement is 625 from that line. Okay, let's see if I could just 6 1/4. God, you guys can't see that. Let's see. Hell, I can't even see it. When I make it visible for you, then it's not visible for me. It's not fair, I tell you. Here we go, same thing. Bring that up there. Leave the line there just so you could see it. And then just draw a line along this guide. So when you put the bulkhead on there and line it up to that, you could even use that. If you make this thicker, when you slide the bulkhead on, you just put glue around it and slide it off. Okay, and then on the next one, 625 again. See, if that wasn't there, I could just slide that down, but you can make 2 of them if you want. Okay, from that one, 625. Okay, mark right there. And then 3 inches. Okay, 3 inches. That's kind of weird. It looks like this tube is a little bit long, but 250. Find that one. Okay, that's the mark. So this is going to be bigger than 3 inches, but that's just the inside of where the fire is going to come blasting through. Now here's the tricky part. Can I get this? Will that go on there? Probably not. I have to make another one. Ooh, God, I got lucky. Okay, just like before. There's that line. Okay, draw a line around there like that. Boy, I wish I had the light in here better. There we go. Okay, this will be a little tricky because the thing's on there backwards. Where's that line? There it is. I don't know if I can get that back on there. Crud. Come on, there we are. Okay, it's better maybe to make 2 of those. You don't need to make it that long. Make it only a ½ an inch or something, then you could just do whatever you want with it. There goes the flashing light again. Okay, draw that on there. Yeah, light is important. That thing was at 85%. I need to get a better light. Okay. That line kind of came up, boogered up a little bit, but okay, so now you got that line, that one, that one, and that one. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna glue these bulkheads on with it left on this stick. Make life easier. Okay? Put a couple of these on here. Make the best side of the cuts here facing the out on the end ones, because that's what'll show. Okay, a little bit there. Here's what we're gonna do. Put a little bit of glue just below the line, like that. Okay, just like that. Okay, and then I'm rotating this up, like that. And I'm gonna move that bulkhead around until I can get it right up against that line perfectly. Okay, there's a little bit of warpage on there, as you can see, and that's because the bulkhead is still too tight. Okay, that way. Okay, that way. Try and get it as straight as you can. What you do is you look at it and then turn it 90 degrees, and you go 90 degrees, 90 degrees, and you keep messing around with it until you get it straight as you can. Okay, now we got this one. It's funny, the looser one is the one that's going to come out perfect. Okay, now we'll just rotate that on here like that. Oh yeah. Okay, and do the 90-degree check again, and not much you can do about it when it's warped. Okay, been a good idea to unwarp these before I even put those on there. Double check this one. It's almost time where you won't be able to do anything about it, but making it straight as possible is just about as good as you're going to get it, you know. But the loose one, I'm going to leave that loose one here. I think that's that one. Last. Okay, slide that a little bit farther. And roll some glue on there. Hopefully I'm keeping this in the camera. This will make a good weld. Okay, and then rotate it. Keeping it straight as possible. Come over here, bring it up to that line. Doesn't have to be real critical. I don't like that warping though. You don't want to make the bulkheads real thick either, because then it'll make the darn thing heavy. Now if this is the loose one, yeah, good, I'm glad. Watch what happens. Okay, this one's gonna show too a little bit, so I'm gonna make that as straight as possible. See, that's the problem. When you're laminating just two pieces, it's hard to keep it straight. You know, straighten them out before you even glue them on there. That's about as straight as I can get it right now. But most of this stuff isn't going to show. But if you want it straight, so when the skin lays up against it, it keeps the skin without being lumpy and all that. Here we go, rotate that. This one's going to need a little extra glue. See, now it's too loose, and now you know why. Oh, you know what? I almost screwed up. This don't belong on here. That don't belong on there. This bulkhead belongs on there. Okay. Wow. See how you can get messed up? You're in a hurry thinking of videos and this and that. You almost make a big mistake. Gotta put this somewhere where, okay. Now, where's that other bulkhead? Piece that I made. Ooh, God. I might have to just make another one. I had that laid out. Oh, there we are. Okay, let's come back to this piece. Sorry about that, people. Almost made a big boo-boo. Okay. Put pencil in that hole. Make a line there, a line there. You could eyeball this, but you could be more accurate using a protractor. But for me, right now, go crossways like that. Okay, put the pencil right here, eyeball in the middle. Whoops, okay, so I got that, I got that, I got this. That's not too bad for eyeballing it. Okay, let's see. In between there and there, right in the middle there. Okay, and then I line up that center thing, make a mark, come over on the other side, and we are good to go. You're gonna have a nice sharp pencil for this. Okay, I made this thing to show you how to make a little sharpener. That'll make the tip razor sharp. Okay, on this ruler, there are holes on here, okay? What you want to do, I think the smaller one, this one right here is what we're going to use because it's 1/4 of an inch. So it's hard to see what I'm doing, but you got to take your eye and look straight down in there and close one eye and center that, okay? And then as you're drawing the circle, tilt the pencil in here and go around it like that. That way you'll get the most tightest circle. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how we almost made it. Good thing that thing just didn't dry on there. I'm gonna make a hole there, the bulkhead. That loose one is too hard to handle. Okay. There's a trick to cutting these holes out, which I'm going to show you guys, which makes life a little bit quicker doing this than tediously cutting out the last rocket I made on these parts right here. Hard to talk and do this at the same time. It was a bit tedious cutting those little holes out. I don't know why I thought this was going to be on the nose cone. Alright, the battery went dead, so I had to change the battery. God, these batteries, modern times, and a battery just quickly goes dead. It's crazy. Now, if you look really close at this thing, what I'm going to do is just simply cut across here. And make an X across here like that. Okay, and then I'm going to go across that way. So there's 8 slits going from line to line in an even fashion. Okay, do that on all of them. Like that, like that, like that. Okay, like that. Okay, this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if you had a hole punch, man, this would be like done already. I have some hole punches. I don't know where they are right now. It's been years since I've seen them. So I got a total of 8 cuts. 4 cut, 1, 2, line to line, and halfway between those cuts, like that, which gives you a whole total of 8 slits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm not making this real perfect. On yours, you got a lot more time, so you could actually just cut these little holes out manually, you know, because you have a whole week. And filming a video, I only got until the battery goes dead, so that's why I'm doing it this way. Okay, and we got them all. Now what you do is you take a pencil. This is going to be the side that shows, so I'm going to push the pencil through each one of those like that. And as you're pushing it in there, kind of manipulate it so it stays centered. Look at that, right up to that line too. Like that, like that. Hopefully you could see that. This does speed things up. Center that. Okay, then you come back on this side and you kind of rotate it like this. Okay, like that. That helps bend these things the other way. Boy, okay. It's hard to do this like this. It's easier when you don't have a camera in the way and you're trying to make it so you could see. Let's see, here. Okay, I missed one. Like that. Okay, get these. This won't look too bad though, if you do it right. I'm all about looks, but right now I'm all about battery life. The light already went dead. I think the recorder is doing good. Now just sit down in here and you can kind of like push those backwards. Come on, man. Oof. should have just a different kind of a stick because I'm getting lead all over it. Okay. So now we take this, set it at 355. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. So now we're going to cut this one out. I'm pretty confident that the diameter of the bulkheads are correct. That one in the middle is always a problem. You build a new model and you think you got it all right, and then look what happens. Sand this, sand that, redo that until it fits right. But you don't wanna do anything half-assed, so whoop, better cut that out of there. Race against the battery. God, I checked that battery, it said 85% on there. I should have got a lot more time on there than that. Okay, there's that. Where's our little tool we made? There's the dead battery. I'll put that over there for charging later. Okay, here we go. Same old thing here. See if you can see that. Okay, right down the center of that line. And if this don't come out right, I have one more opportunity to change this dimension on that drawing. Yeah, I think the yellow construction paper is the way to go. It's bright. It's light. It's not the prettiest color. You wouldn't want to leave that on your rocket unless you're going yellow. But as far as when you're laying it out and putting lines on there and all that, it's like, yeah, that's perfect. Okay, and then this is gonna go get your thing. It should be fitting right on there. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Is that tight? How's that feel? Ooh, it actually feels good. Okay. So our official, I'm just kind of pulling it. I'm not enough to break it, but rotate it and it loosens it up a little bit. Okay, yeah, that's good. So our measurement, final measurement on here is going to be 0.355 for the diameter of all the bulkheads for that. We already know what to do with that. Let's see if that hole plugged up. Always does. And this was supposed to be the easy video to film. Oh, this one's going to be easier. I don't think so. Okay, so let's see if I can get in there. Rotate it, kind of. You can see how I'm manipulating that right up to that line. Okay. On this one, when this dries, I'm going to put a bead of glue around both sides of that and make sure it's sealed. And you know what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to make this straight as possible. This is like the 90-90. I'm looking down at the top at that line. If I don't see it, I'll pull it down a little bit. Okay. Not like that. That's down a little bit low. This is the only opportunity you have to make this thing straight. You could put a layer of paper like a 1/4 inch and then several layers around there for this to sit on top of. That would make it a lot easier. On a bigger rocket, I think I'll do that, but this little rocket is supposed to be really light. Well, that's not too bad, see? Like that. Okay. Now, on the motor tube side down here, I'm going to weld on, that's what I call it. I don't know if you can see this or not. Watch this technique. It's like a welder. You kind of just spot it on there. Even pressure as you're rotating it. Boy, this is hard to do. And make what looks like a weld, which will come in handy later on parts that do show. Okay, the ones in the middle, don't worry about those. Okay. Okay, this one here, same thing. It's like a welding machine. If this was full size, that part was 5 feet across, and you were sitting there welding that, it'd take a lot longer to do than this. But make a nice bead. Most of that dries up. You're going, oh my god, it looks like a lot, but when that dries, you won't hardly be able to see it. And yeah, this one's a little cockeyed, but we could straighten that out just a little bit more before we glue it all together. This is my favorite one, this one at the end. That's the one I want to make look good, so when you open up the rocket, that's what you see. Okay, let's do a little welding here. Let's see if I can get that where you can see that. Okay. This is the part that you're going to see when you open this up. Don't worry about all the mess that's on there because it's going to be primered over. Okay, and there we go. Can leave this on there, but gotta be careful pulling that off that you don't crush it. There we go. All right, here's this section. The next video should be a lot quicker. Now when this all dries, I'm going to further clean up those little holes in there. Okay, the next thing I might want to do right here is put you can see the layers of paper coming apart in there. Just go around there like that. Kind of push some glue down into the paper like that. You could take your finger, rotate it in there carefully like that. Okay, pinky, another finger to remove it. Okay, rotate it so you could like get the paper all the way down in there. Now it looks like one piece. Okay, there may be one more opportunity to straighten this out because paper warps when it gets wet. Okay, that looks pretty darn good. See that? Yeah. 90-90. Okay, there we are. And that's it for today's lesson. Okay, we had a few little problems that popped up, which is normal in scratch building models, or making anything really. Is always something. Nothing goes 100% smooth, as you can see. But if something like that happens to you, you might get something out of this video to learn how to correct the problems as you're going. Anyway, that was the video for today's build. You got a whole week to do that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for part 4. That'll be next week. If you found this video interesting, you liked it, or you're building along especially, go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss future episodes. And we will see you next time on The Gadget Man.